I heard you say, meet you in the long grass. Something good at long last. And we're away next to me. I found you by the old tree. Something we can both see. We're away. Oh, let's run away and not know where we are going to. Let's go far today and it's all gonna be wonderful. Far away, find us in the future. Something in your nature, and we're away. What you say? Meet you by the seaside, somewhere we can both hide. And we're away.
Repeat after me. I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Michael George Knight, do take thee, Katherine Alice Tangent, to be my lawful wedded wife, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death do us part. Repeat after me. I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Katherine Alice Tangent, do take thee, Michael George Knight, to be my lawful wedded husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death do us part. May the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob, the God who joined together our first parents in paradise, strengthen and bless in Christ the consent you have declared before the church, so that what God joins together, no one may put asunder. Let us bless the Lord. Thanks be to God.
Today and it's all gonna be wonderful. Far away, find us in the future. Something in your nature, and we're away. What you say? Meet you by the seaside, somewhere we can both hide. And we're away. Oh, let's run away and not know where we are going to. Let's go far today and it's all gonna be wonderful. Oh, let's run away and not know where we are going to. Let's go far today and it's all gonna be fine.
I felt very proud in the church today, walking her down the aisle. I thought that was really, really special. So when one day I had a knock on my front door, and who was standing at the front door was Michael. And Michael said to me, he said, "I am myself." I better not say the first word, but it begins with S. I said, "What's up, Mike?" And he said, "I would like to ask your daughter's hand in marriage. Is that all right with you?" Right. When Katie, up to the age of 8, was a little girl, I think she felt she was a little boy, because she was always plaguing her brother to climb the trees, play football, you name it. She was more boy than what she was girl. The age of 18. One day I got home from work and she said to me, she said, "Dad, where's New Caledonia?" I said, "Sorry?" I said, "New Caledonia, where is it, Dad?" I said, "It's somewhere in the Pacific, the other side of Australia." And I said, "Why?" And she said, "Dad, I'm flying there, I've got a job." That brings me on to when she joins GWR. And I think there's a few railway people here. And this is where she met her husband, Michael. So when one day I had a knock on my front door, and who was standing at the front door was Michael. And Michael said to me, he said, "I am myself." I better not say the first word, but it begins with S. I said, "What's up, Mike?" And he said, "I would like to ask your daughter's hand in marriage. Is that all right with you?" I would be delighted, absolutely delighted. "Thank you, Michael." I said, "Are you going to come in and have a drink to celebrate?" He said, "No, I have to go to work." I said, "Not a problem." I shut the door and I went, "Hallelujah."
Okay, so I'd like to thank my brand new shiny father-in-law Mike for his kind words and good wishes. You are all about to witness a unique event in history, the very first and very last time that a wife is going to let me speak on behalf of the both of us. Okay, I'd like to thank my mother-in-law Liz. I couldn't ask for a better one. You have done an amazing job with the planning of this wedding, and I truly thank you for making it the best day of my life. And thank you, Mick, for making me so welcome to your beautiful family. Thank you for being such a rock to us. If you haven't already bought our book, please do. As my wife and I want a lovely honeymoon. I'd like to thank Alex for being an amazing sister-in-law and a great babysitter. Also, a thank you for doing the bridesmaid's hair. I've lost myself. As you can see, I can't read it very well. To thank you, my new brother-in-law, Lorcan. Thank you for making me feel so welcome in the family, and thanks for helping out with all the wedding and putting up the marquees and everything. You've been a great support, thanks. I can't let today go by without thanking my mum and dad for their love and support over the years, and for welcoming Katherine into our family. My mum loves her to bits, and although my father won't admit it, he does too. Okay, I know it's hard to believe, but I haven't always been this handsome, intelligent, dashing son, who is athletic, wise, and a very modest man. You see, stood before you Over the years, my mum and dad have helped me more than I deserve. They have seen me through thick and thin, mainly thick if I'm being honest, but they have always been there for me, and I hope I have done them proud. Thank you to the bridesmaids, Vicky, and even though she couldn't be a bridesmaid today, we still class her as one, my sister-in-law, Harriet. Okay, I'd like to thank my ushers, Ross and Dan. Thank you for your help today and for the great memories of the last decade. You had your gift last night. Thank you to the best man, Joel, for being the best man and all your help throughout the years, and especially today. Thanks for the stag do that I will never forget. We had some great memories and a lot of fun times over the years. You had your gift last night. One special little thank you at the end, and that goes to Mr. Rignall for giving me the job where I met my wife. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to meet Catherine's grandparents, but I'm sure they would approve. Katherine and her family talk about them often, and it sounds like they would have been fun people to get to know. I'm afraid some other people can be with us today. That includes my grandparents, who are no longer with us. But I'm sure they are looking down on us today. And also my sister and brother-in-law, Pat, who can't make it due to having a young child and living the other side of the world. On to my beautiful new wife. To start, I wouldn't be without her. No, that was wrong. To start, I wouldn't be here today without her. So it all started about 4 years ago when I started a new job at Bath Spa. The moment I saw her, I thought, I'd have a bit of that. Even before my wife and I started dating, I was calling Liz my mother-in-law. She told me Katherine would never date someone with the same name as her father. Oh, how wrong were you, Liz? We grew closer and closer. She even drafted me in nearly every day to help her out in Chippenham when she was covering there. I've been through a tough time the last couple of years, and she's been my rock. She stuck with me through thick and thin, and I can never repay her for that. She's my world, and I'm glad she's now my wife. I really couldn't wish for a better wife. I cannot wait to spend the rest of my life with you. Now, it's not often you get to marry your best friend. Well, today, that's exactly what I'm doing. Not only that, I truly believe Katherine is my soulmate. I'm planning our future together. Well, Katherine plans it and I just go along with it. Anyway, I hope one day in our planned future we have children, because Katherine would make the best mum in the world. So I'd like to raise a glass to my beautiful new wife.
I have to say I was a little bit worried. After all, how do you go about describing the life of a guy whose favourite hobbies have included a semi-professional approach to doing as little as work as possible and a fully professional approach towards finding happiness through avoiding meaningful contact with other humans? Don't worry though, anything I didn't know I've made up. So as I understand it, Mike was much like any other boy when he was little, but is a semi-intelligent, forward-thinking type of kid with an eye on the future. He soon began dreaming of where life would take him and what he would become. And Mike just knew that the answer was something that didn't involve talking to people or being sociable in any way whatsoever. But seriously, Mike is a bright guy, and thanks to a lot of hard work, dedication and commitment, he successfully completed his education and started his journey into the world of policing. This was where our paths first crossed, and we did spend some very happy times together. But I could see, even though with all that talking to me and having to interact with the public, all this social interaction was beginning to get Mike down. Mike just didn't know what to do or what it would become of him, and so he spent a lot of time creating a coping mechanism against this uncertainty, which involved developing an above average love of saying the most outrageous things to the opposite sex. Obviously in his defence, as we're all gathered here today, it seems like some of those lines have actually worked. When it came to the interview, the guys at the rail company loved Mike, as they'd been on the lookout for a work-shy sociophobe with a fear of spiders and spicy food. However, he quickly realised he wanted to share this railway wonderworld with someone special, and so set about finding a life partner. So he came up with a strategy that involved targeting women at work, in the hope that contractually they might have to talk back to him. And unbelievably it worked. And one day he met the very beautiful Katherine, and so we find ourselves here today. Katherine, I know everyone here would agree with me when I say that you look absolutely beautiful. And Mike really is a very lucky guy and punching well above his weight. I just know what a great couple you make, and I couldn't be any happier for you both. Stood here today as your best man. So Mike, how do I sum up all these years of friendship in just a few sentences? Well, you've always been a great friend and good fun since the very beginning. We shared a lot of good times together and made many happy memories, and may there be many more of the good times in the years to come. So thanks for making the tough times not so tough, and the good times really good times. And here's to many more of those in the years to come. To the bride and groom. And now it's my pleasure to hand over to Mike's new sister-in-law, Alex.
So, to start, I'd like to say how beautiful my sister looks today. Whenever I have a problem, I just tell her, and she gets this really serious listening face, and her ears become 10 times bigger as she listens, and she takes it all in, and after about a minute, she gives you one sentence, which just clears all of your problems. So, now, on to my lovely brother-in-law. When I first met Mike, the first thing that ran through my head was please keep quiet. Please don't be good at anything else other than trains. And so, Kate, after a few months, within those months, by the way, I thought Mike didn't like us, but it turns out he was allergic to our dog, so just sat upstairs. And that was our Nan, who Kate was very fortunate to have a close relationship with. However, I would like to speak on behalf of my Nan and hope that she would have said something like, I like that, Michael. Get me a glass of red wine and I'll tell you a bit more. But in all seriousness, I know that Nan and Grandad would be so amazed, however unsurprised, at the amazing life you've created for yourself, Katie. And so, I would like to finish this by reading you my favourite poem, and I would like you to use it as a simple guidance in your marriage.
Something we can both see, and we're away. Oh, let's run away and not know where we are going to. Let's go far today and it's all gonna be wonderful. Far away, find us in the future. Something in your nature, and we're away. What you say? Meet you by the seaside. somewhere we can both hide. Something good at long last, when we're away. Next to me, I found you by the old tree. Something we can both see, when we're away. Oh, let's run away and not know where we are going to. Let's go far today and it's all gonna be wonderful. Find us in the future, something in your nature, and we're away. What you say, meet you by the seaside, somewhere we can both hide, and we're away. Oh, let's run away and not know where we are going to. Let's go far today and it's all gonna be wonderful. Oh, let's run away and not know where we are going to. Let's go far today and it's all gonna be fine. Far away, find us in the future, something in your nature, and we're away. What you say, meet you by the seaside, somewhere we can both hide, and we're away. Oh, let's run away and not know where we are going to. Let's go far today and it's all gonna be wonderful. Oh, let's run away and not know where we are going to. Let's go far today and it's all gonna be fine.
May you never steal, lie or cheat, but if you must steal each other's hearts, and if you must lie with each other every night, and if you must cheat death, because to live a day without each other would be a tragedy.